I know what that means, Amanda, but it's kind of late. Come on, Pops. Live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Jesus. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Oh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar, and I wave hi as I walk over. Hey, man. How's it going? Hey, buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Oh, man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? A dad after my own heart, huh? Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decision and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on. We're bar hopping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the streets. I still don't know this area of the town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we heading? Irish we're drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun and is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Zach. Try harder. Ouch, am I going to be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish we're drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall.
This little one's literally a bitch.
Next round, what you having?
Let's do beer.
Let's do it. Whiskey, and we post up the garish green booth. Mary slides in, settles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one. Why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey! Zach, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this even at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert have a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. Take a seat across the booth from them and pass out their drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're running the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah, blah, blah. So what did you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupted in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looked directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big flat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? Oh, shit.
Do the third one, I think. Or do you want to look it up?
Oh, God.
It's like, look it up. Look it up.
I don't think I should fucking... Ooh,
There
weed
we
is
go.
legal in Massachusetts. Then I'm a super law-abiding citizen. Robert giggles helplessly. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted to spend alone time with Robert. Wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. You try to ditch me, pal? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Zach wants to be alone with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue the prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing ya. Deuces, nerds. Dude, she got Black Air Force activity all over her.
Oh my god, she's a fucking menace.
I
feel bad for Joseph, dude.
No, I feel bad for her.
No, Joseph.
Joe, you have no idea why she's like this.
It's Joseph, isn't it?
It's Joseph.
He's an abusive bitch, isn't he?
No, but something worse.
I mean, worse than abuse.
Let's just say that pasture gimmick might also lead into something else. Joseph, the occult leader.
Oh my god!
Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gesture across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young man guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh, man. I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you?
You know it.
You know it. Robert orders a couple more shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? I think you can go shot for shot. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool. He probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolaced advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh, alright. Rob and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? What the fuck? Straight up. Have you ever taken a man's life?
Jesus Christ.
I choke on my drink. Excuse me? Watch a life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they ever had. Gone. No. Great. Me neither. Robert knocks back his shot and emotions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out of the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up from the booth, shoulders his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be fine. I look over to Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while she insists that it's not his birthday.
Sick.
We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying hardest not to stumble, but man, the sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I followed Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrived at a run-down strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Wait here. I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip.